Crest Foods actually started in 1946 as a dairy additive company. I believe right back to 1967, we've had Hayssens in our facilities.
We see tons of customers out there in the field today that have machines that are 1950s and 1960s models, running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week today.
A lot of the other companies just run along with the technology. So as new stuff comes along, they abandon the previous models.
Competitors throughout our entire industry, 10 years, don't expect us to have the part, don't ask us to have support for the service on that.
Hayssen's not like that. I can still buy mechanical parts for a Hayssen today that were off machines from 40 years ago. We can basically bring them back to the point where it's like it just came fresh from the factory, and that's a huge benefit to us.
We're building you a legacy piece of equipment that 20 years from now, when you're ready to retire, the guy or the lady that's taking your position is basically going to be able to call us. We can support it, provide all the necessary components to upgrade it, and give you another life cycle, another 20 years out of it, and then hopefully another 20 years after that.
Currently, we have 28 that are in production, and to be able to just take that base machine, put a new controls package on it, maybe add some features that weren't on the machine originally, but we need it now.
As tight as the economies are today, post-COVID especially, there's a lot of peace of mind knowing that it's easier to pull the budget funding for $40 to $50 to $60,000 than spending an enormous amount of money for a brand new piece of equipment.
We specifically went into an upgrade program with Hayssen because we wanted our technicians and operators to be able to walk up to a machine and it has the same look and feel, across the board. So we don't see people having to stand up there and look in front of it for a while to figure out where they need to go.
Most upgrades typically are plug and play for us. I mean, we know that if we build this cabinet, if we build this drive, we know that if you wire it in, it's going to work.
We took some baggers that were of a more recent vintage and we added an interface to that system so that we can plug in our various auxiliary equipment quickly and easily without having to strip wires and have an electrician involved. It can be done on the shop floor. Your folks are very quick to respond to getting on the phone. Hey, we have a problem with the jaws. We need parts.
We typically have that component. We can pull it off the shelf. We have an after-hour department. They can actually pull it out at midnight, send it to the FedEx box, and they can have the part here by noon the next day.
The field technicians, I have to admit, are extraordinary.
I can't tell you how many times our folks have actually done FaceTime with customers in front of the machines, saving the cost of a service trip. I actually talked to one of our individuals the last month, and he actually spent 4.5 hours on the phone to basically walk them from 8 a.m. until 12:30 until the customer finally realized what they needed to do.
Just some really good down-home people that want to talk and interact directly.
We're going to build equipment to last for years to come and for life.